Gentlemen, welcome back to the Hermits Broadcast Channel. I'm Bob Jr. alongside
Joey Brennan
and Jason Sims.
And tonight we have a good matchup here. It's the middle school night here in Richland with your St. Augustine Hermits versus the Mainland Mustangs. First, these two teams have not played each other since 2020. The last game was October 23rd, 2020, when St. Augustine Prep scored 49 and Mainland scored 7. But one thing these two teams have in common is that both teams have played Cherokee so far this season. While both teams won, the Hermits won 21-7 and Mainland won 31-0. Thing is, last week for the Hermits wasn't the best outcome for us.
Yeah, QB Ryan Storr talked about last week how this loss last week against a very talented Winslow team brought the team back down to earth, and they're going to need to, realize that they're not going to, get everywhere with the way they've been playing, and they've been brought down to earth, and if they want to really make a run in the playoffs, they're going to have to, work a higher intensity, and the offense is going to have to step up.
Yeah, today's an important game because if they don't win, then they might have to go back to the meeting room and draw up some new plays or something, try to get the season back together.
The Hermits, though, have been looking fantastic throughout the season, especially their defense with the pass rush. The pass rush has been making plays. They've been getting good pressure on the quarterback. And still, that loss has been in their mind this whole time, and they're trying to get back into it. Nick Costa says last week's loss is giving us some motivation going into Mainland. I think the loss has taught us a lot, and we can cover and execute.
Yeah, the thing so far for this year, St. Augustine, has obviously been star running back Julian Turney leading that offense. Transfer QB and Ryan Storr has played solid, but the most of offensive production has come from the senior running back as he's played really well this year. And, of course, that defensive line, highly recruited Damari Simon has played well this year, and alongside other junior defensive end Nick Costa has played tremendous as well.
Yeah, the defense has been doing pretty well, and I think this week's going to be another testament to how good they're going to be playing. So I think it's important that they win here. If they don't, there might be some issues, but I think after last week's loss, they should bounce back.
So, some things on Mainland. They had a fantastic win last week versus Cherokee, winning 31-0. QB John Franchini threw for 222 yards and 2 touchdowns. And while they also ran for a 28-yard touchdown by Rocco Tibiaso, they also threw to many different guys scoring, such as Jake Blum and Chase Hogue. So we're expecting a great one here in Richland today.
Yeah, this Mainland passing game has been their priority. So, obviously going into this game, I would believe Coach Pete has talked to his defensive backs and told him about this high-powered throwing offense. But obviously they're going to have a ground threat. They're not going to score 30-plus points against a talented Cherokee game with not having, both types of the offense. So I would, for the Hermits, going into this game, I would really focus on the defensive back play, the safety play, as it's a really veteran defense. It's a strong defense who've played together for a good 2-3 years here, and we could expect a good game here.
Yeah, I think the defense is definitely ready after last week. They probably studied this team thoroughly, and I think that they're going to have a good week this week. But they need to focus on that pass because Mainland's passing game has been pretty good recently.
So overall today, we're expecting to go on here in Richland, and again, it's middle school night, so the Hermits here, of course, are going to show out here tonight with a great matchup here, and we will be right back soon for the kickoff.
St. Augustine Prep students defy conventional classifications. They are not simply students, or athletes, or artists. They are young men of multiple interests and talents. Young men filled with curiosity and a desire to better themselves and those around them through a top-notch education rooted in the Augustinian values of truth, unity, and love. If you aspire to grow and learn in the company of like-minded young men, you should be. St. Augustine Prep students defy conventional classifications. They are not simply students or athletes or artists. They are young men of multiple interests and talents. Young men filled with curiosity and a desire to better themselves and those around them through a top-notch education rooted in the Augustinian values of truth, unity, and love. If you aspire to grow and learn in the company of like-minded young men, St. Augustine Prep is where you should be. St. Augustine Prep students defy conventional classifications. They are not simply students or athletes or artists. They are young men of multiple interests and talents. Young men filled with curiosity and a desire to better themselves and those around them through a top-notch education rooted in the Augustinian values of truth, unity, and love. If you aspire to grow and learn in the company of like-minded young men, St. Augustine Prep is where you should be. St. Augustine Prep students defy conventional classifications. They are not simply students or athletes or artists. They are young men of multiple interests and talents. Young men filled with curiosity and a desire to better themselves and those around them through a top-notch education rooted in the Augustinian values of truth, unity, and love. If you aspire to grow and learn in the company of like-minded young men, St. Augustine Prep is where you should be. St. Augustine Prep students defy conventional classifications. They are not simply students or athletes or artists. They are young men of multiple interests and talents. Young men filled with curiosity and a desire to better themselves and those around them through a top-notch education rooted in the Augustinian values of truth, unity, and love. If you aspire to grow and learn in the company of like-minded young men, St. Augustine Prep is where you should be. St. Augustine Prep students defy conventional classifications. They are not simply students or athletes or artists. They are young men of multiple interests and talents. Young men filled with curiosity and a desire to better themselves and those around them through a top-notch education rooted in the Augustinian values of truth, unity, and love. you aspire to grow and learn in the company of like-minded young men, St. Augustine Prep is where you should be. St. Augustine Prep students defy conventional classifications. Students defy conventional classifications. They are not simply students. They are not simply students or athletes or artists. They are young men of multiple interests and talents. Young men filled with curiosity.
And we are back here in Richland. Sorry for technical issues, but the Harvest started out the ball. There is 10-12 left in the first quarter. It's pitched by the attorney. It's like he gets a no gain right there. Joey, would you like to say what we missed?
Yeah, so Mainland kicked the ball off as Ty McClear brought it back to the 26. And they became 3 straight rushes from Julian Turney, had a gain of 3, then Ty McClear a gain of 2, and Julian Turney bursted to the outside for a gain of 29, which brought us to that last play.
So here we are, a Store in a shotgun, Turney next to him. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 near side. Store play action fake. Store look back throw. Throwing deep for Liam Flynn, and it is incomplete.
Just a simple post route right there by Liam Flynn as he had the open ball.
Yeah, you hope next time they get that opportunity, they capitalize on it.
Just overthrown by Ryan Storr.
So here comes 3rd and 10 out here for the Hermits.
Looks like both running backs in Roman Coney and Julian Turney.
2 wide receivers on the far side, one on the near side, a tight end on near side right now. Store in back throw. Store rolling out right, looking downfield, throws, and it is waiting for the call. Incomplete.
Tough play right there as Mainland, I think, read the double outs on the rollout. That's what St. Augustine's run a lot this year. They love the rollout pass and getting that short gain to, run with their receivers as, Roman Coney, very athletic, alongside Liam Flynn.
Yeah, they good. Mainland played good defense there. They read the play, and we just got to see if Prep can capitalize on defense here.
Going to punt here from the 40. Will be Peter Burns.
Here's a punt. It's a high one. As looked like it will bounce into the end zone. It will be a touchback here for the Mustangs coming to the field.
That was a great punt there. So close right at the 1.
Here comes a high-powered St. Augustine defense. As we talked about earlier, this defensive line has been the standout. But this Mainland team loves to throw the football. So we're going to see how either Mainland adjusts to this or St. Augustine adjusts to this.
Yeah, we need the pass defense for the Prep here to do good because Mainland, like you just said, is passing pretty well recently.
This offense led by junior quarterback John Franchini, thrown for close to 800 yards this year.
Yep, here's John Franchini. His shotgun man in motion, rolling out under pressure throws, and he will soar out of bounds, incomplete.
That's what I was talking about. Early rush here. They love bringing the rush. It does sometimes, it will sometimes hurt them. But when you have such a powerful defensive line and such, strong and productive players, that's what you're going to have to do.
Yeah, we need more plays like that for the rest of this game.
Speaking of that, let's go to our keys of the game. First off, the Hermits can't start slow. We see the Hermits punt it on the first drive. But the thing is that they got the explosive plays going. They had the Turney long, a 24-yard run. Here's a run. That's a Hermits. Defensive line gets to stop after a gain of about 1. Second key. The Hermits need to control the run game. Julian Turney last week at halftime at 54 yards. He ended the game with 59 yards. So, Turney got stopped last game. So we're looking to see what Julian Turney does and keep the run going. And third, the defensive line to do what they do. They're like we said in the pregame show, the pass rush is fantastic. They're getting the job done. As you saw on first down there, Ronnie Krause put pass rush on there, and let's see what they do here. Getting in the back, he's going to scramble out of the pocket. He'll get the first down and more as he goes out of bounds.
Good blocking there by Mainland's offensive line.
That's one thing they do have to contain because they love that inside blitz where you could shut down the run, but it also gives that option to the quarterback to roll out and gain a couple of yards there.
Yeah, that, like you said earlier, that could be costly, so we don't want to see that happen.
It was a first down after a gain of 9 for her. That's now on the 31-yard line. Here's John Franchini under center. Man in motion. Here's the handoff, and he is stopped in the backfield by who else but Damari Simeon, and it's a turnover with the fumble, and it is Hermit's possession here.
There it is. Coming off the Texas A&M offer is Damari Simeon, and he makes a beautiful impact play there. Jumps the rush, jumps the blitz, and a perfect start for this Hermit's defense as they'll get the ball here around the 31-yard line.
Exactly what they needed to start the game.
Like we've been saying this whole time, this D-line's fantastic. Damari Simeon's 21 D1 offers. You see why he's getting the job done. He's making a disruption on the line. That's what he needs to do. He doesn't need to make the tackle every time. There he did.
Yeah, one thing this is why others strived in the defense is they're running that double or even sometimes triple team on Damari.
Here's Turney in the Wildcat formation. He'll take the snap. Gets a gain of about 6 right there. We saw that a lot last year. The Hermits in a Wildcat. I haven't seen it a lot this year. Thing is, when Julian Turney gets a full head of speed, he keeps going.
Yeah, they definitely used the Wildcat a lot last year when I broadcasted the games. I saw it used multiple times even in the same game.
One thing we see here is receiver Liam Flint off the field to the sideline as it looks like they're going to run that Wildcat again.
There's Turney again. Looks like he will get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like gets a gain of about 2.
Turney again on the carry. Tackle by number 12, Khalid Foster.
Was tackled by Foster.
To gain of a yard. Third down and 4.
Critical third down coming up here. You need to get a first down and maybe even a lot more to get the game going.
Here comes, it looks like quarterback Ryan Storr on this 3rd down and 4. Interesting to see what they do here after a heavy rushing attack early in the game.
Here's Storr and gun. A time of clear behind him. It's like there is a timeout called here by the Hermits. It's like Coach Pete did not like what he saw here.
Their first and a half.
Coach Pete in his 8th season here at St. Augustine Prep, his record here is 49-27, but this is his 34th season as a head coach with his record of 264, 92, and 1, including 26 years at Hamilton.
Yeah, this year was his first win in week 1, surprisingly here with the Hermits, as that great win over Donovan Catholic at home, which really, I believe, set the tone for this year. You know, coming off a loss last year against Donovan Catholic in the playoffs, only lost by a point. You know, the boys were fired up to go out here and start the season right.
Here come the Hermits out of that timeout.
Third down and 4 for St. Augustine from the Mainland 25-yard line.
It's like Storr in the gun, a time of clear behind him. and Liam Flynn on the near side. So 2 tight ends. Man in motion, and looks like it's a handoff to Ty McClear on the outside, finds a hole, and looks like he will get the first down for the Hermits.
Time clear on the carry.
Exactly what we needed there, a quick first down, and keep this drive going.
Gain of 5. Good enough for St. Augustine. First down. First down and 10 for the Hermits. At the Mainland 20-yard line.
It's been the rushing attack this year for the Hermits. They rushed for 530 yards in only 4 games, as quarterback Ryan Storr's only thrown for 300. So you know the dominance of the running game is going to come into this game.
Here's Ty McClear with another carry again. Looks like he gets a gain about 5. And bouncing off what you said, Joey, this team, yeah, always a run-first team, and they've been dominant with this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yep.
And you have 2 of probably some of the most talented running backs in New Jersey in the same backfield. And this year we've seen the addition of Ty McClear, who has been nothing but positive. And, I mean, having three athletic running backs in that backfield can never hurt a team.
Yeah, running's always the main thing the Prep is focused on. The past few years I've been here, I've been watching that. And it seems like the team does a good job using the run game, and we should see what they do here.
Here's Storr in the gun. Man in motion. Here's turning with the carry, bouncing outside. There's a flag down as he will go into the end zone, but it looks like it will be called back for a holding call.
From 16 yards out. There is a penalty flag.
It obviously hurts, you know, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, you gotta get past it and move on to this next play, because it's gonna have to be productive.
It is holding against St. Augustine.
You want to avoid holding calls like that on plays where you could score, and it brings you all the way back 10 yards, so it's really not great for the drive.
Second down and 16.
Looks like it's going to be the same group in here for 2nd and 16.
Here's Storr in shotgun. Looks like Liam Flynn in motion right now. Here's turning with the handoff.
Barrels through there.
Gets a gain of about 5 right there, make it a 3rd and 11.
On this 3rd down, they're going to have to throw the football here. I mean, you can only go so far. This Mainland team is going to adjust. They held Cherokee to 0 points, a very talented Cherokee team. So their defense knows how to adjust. They know how to play. They know how to attack against this rush-powered team. And I think if the Hermits are going to win this football game, they're going to have to influence the passing game here.
Yeah, and Mainland probably hasn't even studied much for the passing game, too much focused on the Prep's run game, so if you can throw them off with some great pass plays, then this could be the game changer.
Here's Storr in shotgun.
Here comes the blitz.
Going out right, throws, and it is called by Kyle Helfenstein. He has the outside. He will be close to this 1st down marker.
Looks like he might be short.
He got a gain of about 10.
Let's see what they call it here.
Gain of 10.
Looks like he's
Fourth down
short.
and
Yep.
2.
Let's see what they're going to do here. Early time in the game here, but you have a high-powered running game. You know it's a short game. You have a power back and turning, and I like the aggressiveness here coming from Coach Pete.
Yeah, I think going for it's definitely the move here this early in the game, and it's so close to the end zone. I think you just need to do it.
Clock dwindling down as we're just under 4 minutes here on this critical 4th and 2. As St. Augustine will call the timeout.
It's their 2nd timeout used here in the first quarter.
Yeah, you really should. You probably don't want to use timeouts this early, but unless they're going to change the play something good, then why not?
Whether it's a miscommunication on the quarterback side or the coaching side, obviously it's a big down. So I'm not particularly mad at the timeout, but you obviously want that time at the end of the half to stop the clock and switch up your offense. So.
Yeah, you never know how that might be an issue at the end of the first half when you only have one timeout instead of 3.
Fourth down and 2 for St. Augustine from the Mainland 12-yard line.
So here come the Hermits out of that timeout, 4th and 2 with 3:55 left in the first quarter.
That bunch formation has been a big factor today as that one receiver's blitz outside.
Here's turning with the handoff. Back to the outside.
Ooh, big hit. Looks like, yep, he's short.
Yep. It will be a turnover on downs here. Mainland will take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Not a bad play call. I mean, he had the gap, and it was a great tackle from that Mainland defense. But that's what you got to expect. You know, they're a tough team. They've won these last couple of years, and they're dominant in their conference. They're dominant really anywhere. So, I mean, you got to watch out for this team.
With the Mainland offense being so close to the opposing team's end zone here, you would hope that the prep can get another fumble recovery and ran it for a touchdown.
Here's Rancini, a shotgun. So we have a jet sweep here at the outside. Bounce around to the inside. It gets a gain of about 2 right there.
We could talk about it all you want. We could talk about it the whole game. I mean, this defensive line has been probably one of, if not the best in St. Augustine history, as it's top to bottom. I mean, you have Julian Turner, the star running back there, and he's making plays on the defensive side.
The carry there was by Lucas DiBiaso.
Interesting formation here for Mainland.
Man in motion, play action fake, throwing deep here. It looks like
Great
it will be
call.
swatted incomplete, intended for Jake Blum.
Good prep defense there.
Great coverage there by Julian Onesti as he stuck with the man the whole route.
Very important play here, 3rd and 7.
So here is 3rd and 7. 2 wide receivers on the far side. Tight on the near side. Here's a man in motion. Here's a toss run, making men miss. It looks like he will get the first down there. It was a carry by Chase Hogan.
Mainland had some good blocking on that play. Prep needs to counter that to stop those first downs.
Gain of 10. Good enough for a Mainland first down. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
On 3rd down, it's tough to give up those type of plays, you know. Have a pretty far 7 yards to go in their own territory, and you take the chance of handing the ball off, and they get it. You see Jake Blum, the Mainland star receiver, in the neon gloves and cleats on the outside.
Here's a man in motion. It's another toss getting the outside and tackled. Near a first down marker. It was a carry by number 1, Liam Kennedy.
So they got to watch out for. As we've seen so far, this Mainland team loves the motion, man. Whether it's on the run, it's on the pass, they're really almost every play, if not every other, sending a guy in motion across that line, see if they're running that man or zone and capitalizing off of that.
Looks like that was a first down there by Kennedy.
A little bit under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. This is a key end of the quarter to get momentum going for either team, so let's see how they ended here.
Regroup here on first down would be great for the Hermits.
There's a man in motion, head off in the inside, and he is stopped at the D line. Tackled by number 4, Christian Dunoff. Excuse me, a 44, Matt Bonchak.
Tackled by number 44, Matt Bonchak, and number 11, Nick Costa. No gain on the play, second down and 10.
Good play by the defense there.
So far, only one ball has been targeted for the star receiver in Blum, as it was on that rollout deep fade that was swatted away by Julian Onesti.
Here's second 10, man in motion, flag should fake. Looks like he's throwing deep here, and it is incomplete. Intended for Kennedy again.
Good ball by the quarterback there, just, mistracked it.
Franchini's pass intended for number 1, Liam Kennedy.
As a crucial third down here for the Hermits, get the ball before they go into the second quarter. And capitalize.
If they can get a stop here, I really think they can get a drive together to get a touchdown.
The Hermits have ran the RPO a lot on offense this year. That's what they had a lot of success in the in the game against PVI, and they really haven't run it. They've run really a lot of direct runs, a lot of direct rollouts. So I'd love to see them get involved today.
His man in motion. Plays fake by Franchini, and the throw is deep.
Flag in the backfield.
Looks like it might be a holding call in the backfield.
Yep, holding on the offense.
Franchini's pass intended for number 4, Dylan Granzow, falls incomplete. There's a penalty flag on the play. It is holding against Mainland. The penalty is declined. 4th down and 10.
Penalty was declined by the prep there. I assume they would do that, obviously, because it's 4th down now.
Here comes Mainland on 4th down. It's about to punt. Here's Cashy about the punt. It's a far one. It's called by Ty McClear. It looks like he is tackled at around the 43-yard line. So here comes the Hermits offense with 41 seconds left in the first quarter.
I've noticed over the past few years the punters in high school keep getting better and better, and that was another good punt there by Mainland.
33-yard line where the Hermits will take over. First
40 seconds left on their own 40. You just want to get something going here into the drive. You're not expecting to score by the time this quarter ends. But let's see if they could change up that playbook, because the run game has been relatively stopped. You've seen Julian Turney have a couple bursts, but Liam Flynn is yet to be utilized.
Here's throwing a gun, Flynn in motion. There's a flag on the play. Looks like they might call a false start on the Hermits here, looks like.
It is encroachment against
Excuse me,
Mainland.
is encroachment on Mainland.
5-yard penalty moves the ball to the 38-yard line. First down and 5.
One thing I did notice on that play, as the flag was called, but Liam Flynn, the receiver, went in motion and kind of struck up the center of the field, and Mainland defense really didn't acknowledge him, as maybe they're jumping the run, but let's see if they look to counter that. There's 40 seconds here. Bunch formation again.
With Flynn in motion. Here's Coney with the handoff. Looks like it's a gain of about 4 right there, close to the first down.
Roman Cody on the carry. It's a gain of 4.
So second one coming up.
Second down and 1.
This should be an easy first down for the prep here.
Second and 1. Usually a rundown for the Hermits, but hey, it's second and 1. You could take your shot if you want to with only 33 seconds left in this quarter. But they've been conservative here, and I would expect a run.
Here's second down. Here's Coney again with the handoff. Pass off, and he will get the first down here for the Hermits.
Coney again on the carry. Tackle by number 1, Liam Kennedy. It's a gain of 3. Good enough for a St. Augustine first down. First down and 10 for the Hermits. Their own 45-yard line.
And looks like the Hermits here will send it to the quarter. So that'll be it for the first quarter here. We're all tied up at 0 here, and we'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
The Mustangs of Mainland 0. The Hermits of St. Augustine Prep 0.
And we are back here to start the second quarter of play. We're tied up at 0-0. So far, it's been an all-defensive game. Here, I think it's both teams' defense have been looking fantastic. Here's Storr back throw. Storr looking deep, and he finds Kyle Hovenstein caught, and he is down inside the 20 to 25-yard line, near the 22-yard line.
There's that first shot of the game from Ryan Storr, and it's a big one as they get into the red zone here and looking to finish this off.
First down and 10 for the Hermits. From the Mainland 21-yard line.
Yeah, that was the kind of play we needed because it threw off the team, I think, because they were, like I said, they're so focused on trying to defend the run that they weren't expecting a pass like that. And the quarterback almost fumbled in the beginning, too, but he caught himself and threw a nice pass there.
Here's Storr in a shotgun. He'll play here to Coney.
This is what I want to see. I want to see them mix up that pass and run because it keeps the defense on their toes. You're not going to be able to score as productively if you're continuously running the football, continuously throwing the football even. So I love to see either, a couple plays. Maybe you could run it 2 or 3 straight downs, but then revert to the pass for the next 2 or 3.
Here's 2nd and 4 here for the Hermits.
That bunch formation again with the tight end on top of the right tackle.
Here's Coney again. Looks like game about 2 here.
It's going to be a short third down here. Probably I would predict a run based off of what has happened here in the last 17 minutes.
Critical play here.
3rd and 2. as probably going to line up in the bunt formation again with your power back and turning the backfield as they will.
Here's a man in motion, and it's the run of Turney. Turney jumping over, man. Looks like it's around the 5-yard line.
Big man jumping in the air there as Julian Turney attempts the hurdle as he's tripped up.
Gain of 8. Good enough for a St. Augustine first down. First down and goal.
So here comes first and goal for the Hermits with 9:05 left here in the first half.
Back-to-back plays on this formation as the tight end goes in motion.
Here's Turney giving the carry. Bouncing to the outside, and he is in for the Hermits. Julian Turney with a 5-yard touchdown run to put the first points up on the board here with 8:50 left in the first half.
Yeah, that was a great play. Set the tight end in motion, kind of almost tricked the defense into thinking it was that inside zone or halfback dive up the middle as he bounced to the outside, and Liam Flynn kept the great block. That's a really underappreciated value in a receiver is their blocking on those outside runs.
Yeah, beautiful play there. Everything the Prep needed to get this game going.
Here's Tanzola with the kick after. It's up. It is good. Make the score 7-0 Hermits with 8:50 left in the first half. Fun fact, Julian Turney, every game this season now, has scored a touchdown. It shows how fantastic Turney is getting the job done with the power he has in the run. I say it every game. Turney will fight for every single yard he gets, and you saw that drive right there.
Looking to keep this Mainland team with 0 points as this spectacular defense is about to get back on the field here with little under 9 minutes left.
Yeah, if the Prep does really good on defense here, that could really get the game going all the way in the Prep's favor and keep the momentum going and get this game a Prep win.
Sophomore kicker Luke Tanzola has been a surprisingly large impact this year. He's been spectacular from the kicking standpoint.
Here's the kick. It is a deep one. Caught at around the 14-yard line, bringing it up. Tackled around the 25, 26-yard line.
Another great kick there.
Chirps are starting to fly as I see here after that kickoff from both sides. Shows how much of a rivalry almost both of these teams have.
Yeah, and especially after a loss last week, this game matters a lot for the Prep, and they're extremely hyped up to winning and playing this game.
I would expect Mainland to throw the ball a little bit more this drive. They've tried to depend on that rushing game, kind of surprise and attack this Hermits defense.
Here's a toss play again. The outside, and it looks like he will be tackled in the backfield, but there is also a flag down. Carried there by number 3, Chase Hogue.
Holding on the offense.
It is holding against Mainland.
It is holding against Mainland, so bring him back 10 more yards.
Neither team wants to see those holding calls. It's the second one I've seen today, and we really don't want to see that to continue. I mean, it's good for the Prep, obviously, but both teams don't want to continue the holding calls.
A little over 8 minutes here as Mainland will break the huddle.
Here's Franchini in a shotgun. Looking back, throws deep for Blum, and it is caught by Blum at the 50-yard line, tackled at around the 44-yard line.
Great pass there by Franchini as simply Jake Blum won the route, won the outside fade, and had a big gain there.
Yeah, that little space the receiver gained made it easier for the quarterback, and he threw a perfect pass right there to get that gain.
So here's Franchini under center. Man, motion, throw up the middle. And he is stopped after about a gain of 2. First hit by Costa in the backfield, and then the rest of the D-line comes in to help out here, there.
Chase Hogue on the carry. Tackle by number 44, Matt Bonchek, number 10, Damari Simeon. Gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Time's flying here as both teams have ran the ball a lot, so not going to have a lot of time to calculate what play are going.
Here's Franchini in the back, throws, caught in the middle, and it will be good for the first down. Caught by number 33.
The receiver did a good job of getting open there. He made it right in perfect pocket for the quarterback to throw that pass, and even though it wasn't a touchdown or any massive play, it was a first down that really helped the team a lot.
It was a 13-yard catch by Lucas DiBiaso. Here's Franchini in his shotgun.
This interesting formation that they run as looks like a back is always in motion.
Franchini back throwing deep for the end zone, and it is incomplete, intended for Blum, but there is a flag down.
Franchini's pass intended for number 8, Jake Blum, falls incomplete. There is a penalty flag on the play. This pass interference against
It is
St.
pass
Augustine.
interference on the Hermits here,
Half the
and
distance
it will
to
be
the goal.
half the distance to the goal.
Brings ball to the 14-yard line.
Tough,
First down and 10 for
tough,
Mainland.
unlucky break there for St. Augustine as Mainland's threatening to score.
Here's Franchini back throw, quick throw, and it is incomplete, intended for Liam Kennedy.
It's been a good drive here for Mainland, and Pratt better hope they get a stop here, or this might be a start of a great game for Mainland's offense.
One thing I just noticed, the pass rush has not really been here these last couple plays, looking really to get that involved here, especially in the red zone.
There's a man in motion. And it will be a jet sweep to Kennedy. Looks like
Good
gets
tackle
stopped
there.
for no gain.
By Jambuzzi and Turney. Crucial third down here. If you could hold him to 3, that's a massive win on this drive. As you know, you've had the pass interference, you've had the deep gain from Blum.
Yeah, you really hope the prep gets a stop here because Mainland's been going off besides these last 2 plays.
Here's a man in motion for Mustangs. Riccini on right, throw for the end zone here. And it is incomplete, intended for Blum.
Exactly what we needed there from the Preps defense.
It will bring up 4th and 11 here. It looks like they're setting on the field goal unit for a 32-yard field goal. It is number 2, Nate Cashy. Kick is up, and it is good for Cashy. Make the score 7-3. Hermit's up with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left.
4 minutes, 44 seconds remain in the first half. The Hermits of St. Augustine Prep 7, the Mustangs of Mainland 3.
Good stop by the Prep there. A good field goal by Mainland. And let's see how this goes. 4 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock here. Plenty of time for the Prep to capitalize. But remember, they only have 1 timeout after using 2 of their timeouts early in the first quarter.
Going to be under 5 minutes. Going to run that 5-minute offense. Looking to at least get 3 here. Going in the half, up a touchdown, regroup, reset, and get back rolling as they come back after. But we've also seen more of a later approach where they run the ball and they almost run the clock out as they are almost scared to give the other team the ball back, as they may take that 4-point lead going into half and not want to be too over aggressive, cause a turnover, etc.
So here's Cashy out for the kick. The long one here.
We're clear on the return again.
Bring out Hole, and there goes time to clear at the 40. Runs over the man, and he is tackled at the 50-yard line.
Big game
what a return
there.
by time to clear.
Wow. Blocking was great. Running was great. Found the gap through that kickoff team. And great starting field position here with just a little over 4.5 minutes left to go in this first half.
Now that's exactly what we need to get that hype going up here. It looks like the whole Prep team's all excited now after that play, so that should get them all the momentum they need to score here.
One thing that helps is you're at home, you have this crowd, and you need to play behind the crowd, and the crowd will help, will help any team really, whether you're at home win football games. So they get the crowd involved. I think that's obviously a plus, and that will obviously help gain the crowd with a big kick return.
So here's first down for the Hermits at the 49-yard line with 4:32 left in the first half. Man motion, a time of clear. Looks like there's a flag down again.
Looks like encroachment again on the Mainland defense.
It is encroachment against Mainland.
If you're Mainland, that's really something you don't want to do there. Encroachment, unnecessary calls there that make it even easier for the offense for the Prep to score. It's something that the Mainland team doesn't want to see.
Now, obviously, you love trying to chop the snap. You love trying to get through that, interior offensive line. But off a big kick return, you really do not want to give up any stupid penalties, as Hermits have a lot of time here to punch one home.
Yeah, and with the 1st and 5, it's an easy first down. So it's really just a matter of stopping those calls and those penalties.
Here's 1st and 5. Man motion to like Liam Flynn. Here's turning with the carry. Bounce it off on the flip sides. And there goes Turney, finding room, stiff arms the man, get the first down and more for the Hermits.
Wow, that's great vision there by the star running back, Julian Turney, as he was condensed on that right side of the field. Switches up, switches to the left side, and with a big first down.
Yeah, that was a professional caliber play there. It was exactly what the Prep needs, because if he would have got tackled on the right side, it would have been a momentum ender for the drive, but instead he cut left and had a perfect game there.
One thing I would want St. Augustine to target is that one-on-one route that Liam Flynn has almost every down.
Here's throwing the gun. Here's turning again. Another stiff arm, but he will get stopped in the backfield. Loss of about 2 right there.
Mainland's defense is some of these plays are allowing bigger rushes, but I'm noticing they're starting to really capitalize on stopping the rush. So Prep might have to change their game plan after half here.
Yeah, Mainland bringing the safeties in, bringing the defensive backs into play press coverage, knowing that usually the St. Augustine offense is going to run the football.
Hermitz here, I know it's about to sound obvious, but they need points here, especially since Mainland is getting the ball at the start of the second half. You do not want to go into the half 7-3.
Yeah, coming off a great kick return like that, you want to capitalize off that field position.
Hurts now. It looks like there is another encroachment on Mainland here.
The hard count has been a positive.
Mainland's really going to have to go into halftime here and talk about their encroachment issues because it's really hurting their team and allowing the Prep offense to capitalize.
You know, these things just don't come with luck. I mean, I bet you, Coach Pete and this offense has looked in the film and looked at how this team maybe loves jumping the snap. So the hard count is very crucial coming in this game.
Here's Storer, shotgun, trips on the near side. Quick throw here to Coney, and looks like he breaking tackles. There goes Coney.
Wow.
One
One
thing
thing
the first down.
these St. Augustine backs and receivers have done is break that first tackle, which is crucial. As we've seen late, that Julian Turney, that 7-yard rush for the first down on the previous drive. This Roman Coney, great play. So whether that's athleticism from the Hermits or bad tackling from Mainland, whatever they could get, they'll take.
Yeah, the more plays the Prep has like that, the more momentum the team gets, and then just the whole team in general has good morale after that, and it makes the game easier to win.
Here's first 10 at the 26-yard line with 2:26 left. Storer in the back, play action fake. Storer looking, rolling out, throws. It is caught by Liam Flynn, making a man miss, and he is in for the touchdown. Hermits. Liam Flynn with a 26-yard touchdown reception makes the score 13-3 with 2:19 left in the first half.
As you saw there, they came to that bunch formation. They've ran the ball 13 out of 13 times from that formation, and one time they run that play action fake and get the touchdown to the star receiver in Liam Flynn.
Yeah, the whole crowd's hype here now. Middle school night, all the middle schoolers are all happy, and that's exactly what you want to start off a great night.
Great throw from Storer, escaping from pressure there.
It's over the kick. It's up, and it is good. Make the score 14-3.
Tanzola's really been a clutch kicker this season so far.
Got to give credit to also Liam Flynn on that touchdown. Made 2 guys miss. Got the open route and capitalized, as that's what he's done all year. Some would say he's been underutilized. Some would say he's been, he hasn't gotten enough targets as he should, especially with a transfer quarterback. But when he's gotten those targets, he's capitalized.
So Mainland here hopes to have a drive in response after now being down 14-3. A field goal probably won't cut it to get the momentum back on their side, so they're trying to get a touchdown here and get back hyped up again.
Here's Tanzola out to kick. The long one caught at around the 9-yard line. Bring it up. Finding room. It's called by number 4. Dylan Graves now.
On the return. Mainland will start this drive first down and 10.
This drive really is a game changer for Mainland here because, like, if they don't score, it really might just give the Prep another opportunity to score again and just make the lead even bigger. And at that point, it might be too hard to come back.
Just over 2 minutes here for Mainland, starting from what it looks like the 30-yard line, which will be 7D to score. It doesn't hurt to get the field goal, but you're obviously looking for the touchdown. Down 11 points.
Man motion, a play action fake, looking throws. Call it for about a 6-yard gain.
Franchini's pass complete to number 33, Lucas DiBiaso.
Let's call by DiBiaso there.
8 of 7, second down and 3.
I would say, I mean, today in that formation, it's a catching Hurts off guard. You never know what they're going to do. They could run a jet sweep out of it, could run the power out of it. They could do play action out of it, and they've been doing all that out of it. As we say here, his play is fake by Franchini. You'll throw it out of bounds, but there was a late flag there.
I don't think that's a penalty. They were hand fighting that whole way to the sideline, and
Falls incomplete. There is a penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, it could really be interpreted any way: offensive pass interference or defensive pass interference.
The 15-yard penalty.
looks like it was on number 18, Jackson Foley, the star cornerback here for St. Augustine.
Moves the ball to the St. Augustine 48-yard line. First down and 10.
First and 10 here for Mainland, just under 2 minutes. As temper's still flaring here, Liam Flynn, a very active member in this St. Augustine, I guess you would say chirping.
And there's a tackle in the backfield by who else but Damari Simeon for no gain.
Jumped the snap perfect as Mainland will call the timeout with minute 43 left in the half.
And this is the difference here is that Mainland has a good amount of timeouts left, and Prep still only has their one timeout after the calling the two of them early in the first half, or first quarter.
I gotta say, on that play, wow. It was a midline play right there, and Damari, playing nose guard, he got right through and made that play perfectly. There's no way you could have timed it up better right there.
From Northfield Community School. Lucas Hankins from Assumption Regional. Christian Harris from Middle Township Middle School. R.J. Durham from Hamilton Middle School. And Noah Lilly from Buena Regional Middle School. Please report to the hospital.
Here comes second and 11 here at the 49-yard line.
Second down and 11 for Mainland at the St. Augustine 49-yard line.
Great matchup here on the inside with Onesti and Plum.
Virginia back throw, looking deep. And it is picked off by Ty McClear. Ty McClear bringing it up at the 45-50. Breaking tackles. Tackled at around the Mainland 45-yard line.
Risky throw there by the Mainland quarterback as it's thrown into the middle of the field. Little overthrown. Ty McClear has been great on that all year, jumping that inside route as minute 30 here. I know you only have one timeout, but, I mean, points will certainly not hurt as they're going to run the 2-minute offense.
Yeah, and a play like that, interception while you're down 14-3, does not help your team at all. And they're really going to have to game plan at halftime on how they're going to come back from a 14-3 deficit.
They're going to look to add more here, but as the usual St. Augustine way, may start with a run, but there are two receivers looking towards that right side.
Yep, two on the near side. Excuse me. There's trips on the near side. And then there's Liam Flynn on the far side.
Maybe that screen pass again to Roman Coney. Great escape there.
There go the Hermits. And there's a flag down after a play for a late hit.
Really late hit there. Don't know what the thought process was there. Storr probably took 2 or 3 steps out of bounds. And that Mainland defensive back just threw the shoulder at the helmet. And great field position will be here for St. Augustine.
It's another one of those calls that Mainland really could avoid, and they just don't. And that really affects their team negatively, and they should try to bounce back from that after halftime and lower the amount of penalties they commit.
Personal foul against Mainland. So a 15-yard gain for Storr and a 15-yard penalty moves the ball to the 15-yard
It
line.
was a 15-yard carry by Storr, and then another 15 yards after the penalty. So the Hermits now, they're in the red zone here.
Yeah, that's great. Now they could run the ball. They have a minute 20. They're inside the 20-yard line, and they could really mix up what they're going to do here.
Here's Storr in the back throw. Storr looking, throwing for the end zone. And it is picked off by Jake Blum at around the 5-yard line.
I mean, nice interception by Mainland there.
Just an underthrown football. That's all it came about. And it's a tough throw. Rolling to your right, 20, 30, 25, or 20 or 25-yard throw.
That's the play they needed after getting those penalties. That's what I meant by changing the tides. Instead of being down maybe 21-3, they're down 14-3. And they can even score here before the halftime.
Inside their own 5 will be tough to do, but we've seen crazier things happen.
So here comes the Mainland offense with John Franchini. Start out around the 4-yard line here.
If I'm St. Augustine, I'm bringing the rush here. Try it. If you could get that safety.
Here's a handoff in the middle. Breaking tackles. Looks like it was Hogan. Excuse me, Hogue.
Chase Hogue on the carry.
So Mainland, if they're trying to be aggressive here, they might go for the touchdown pass. A deep touchdown pass.
Gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Time running out here. Looks like they're just going to run out this clock as we're just under the 30-second mark.
Here's Hogue again with the carry, and he gets stuffed at the D-line by the Hermits. So a gain of about 1 to bring up 3rd down.
Hogue again on the carry, tackled by number 3, Danny Francis, and number 88, Ronnie Krause.
Looks like that will be it for the Mainland offense.
Letting it tick out, let's go to halftime here, and game plan in the locker room.
Looks like you guys are right. That is it for their half. The Hermits came out scoring first, and the Hermits will keep the lead. Your score, Mustangs 3, your Hermits 14. We will be right back for the halftime report.
The Rich Bersani Group at Green Tree Mortgage and Nick Christopher and Sherry Klein of the Christopher Property Group at Remax Community have been proud partners with St. Augustine Prep since 2015. Let our 50 years of experience guide you through the home buying and selling process.
And we are back here for the halftime show here in Richland. Your score here, 14-3. But first, let's talk about middle school night. So what it is here in Richland is families who want to go to the school come here and find out about the whole experience, about the rowdies. This year, there's over 175 guest families here from 62 different middle schools from 8 different counties, and also it is the largest turnout for middle school night yet. Visit hermitsopenhouse.com for more efficient event dates.
Yeah, big thank you to Mrs. Ward and Mr. Tao for making this event possible.
Yeah, and I recommend attending the open house if you're interested. It's always a great event. It's a fun time. You get to see about the school. You get to meet some of the teachers, meet some of the staff, and it's really a good time.
So now back to the Hermits. So, we see the Hermits up 14-3. 1 touchdown by Julian Turney. He's been dominant this game. He's been running the ball well, and he's been finding open holes this whole time.
Yeah, obviously, one rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown. Storr ended the half with an interception, which was unfortunate, but the running game has been there, and the few times they've passed the ball, it's also been there. So looking to mix it up, Mainland's obviously going to look to adjust on both sides of the football.
Yeah, I'm expecting a big adjustment by Mainland here after some of those early jumps and some of those unnecessary penalties they didn't need to have called on them. I think they're going to change up their game plan a little bit.
As Joey said, Storr, one of the plays made of the pocket was collapsing, got out of it, and then he found Liam Flynn open downfield, and Liam Flynn made the play happen and scored a touchdown, 26 yards, I think it was.
Yep, he evaded two defenders there. Tough play on Flynn's behalf and Storr's behalf, as the rollout with the pressure, and as he was running towards that sideline, you got 2 or 3 Mainland guys coming, and he just made all of them miss and ran it in.
Now let's jump over to the defensive side of the ball. Mainland has only scored 3 points, so the Hermits here have been playing fantastic against the run, and in the pass here only lay up 1 big pass play to Jake Blum. Besides that, they've been doing great with Ty McClear getting 1 pick so far, and DeMar Simeon, he's getting through the line like he always does, making the plays happen.
Yeah, Simeon's been very, very active in this game. 3 tackles so far through 2 quarters of play. And this defense, again, as we said before the game, this defense is one of the best in the state, and they've showed it so far. They showed it here. The line has been present. The defensive backs have been present. The linebackers have been present. So great outing so far for this defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense on both sides, I think, have had their moments. I mean, obviously the Prep has held Mainland to 3 points, and the Prep has 14 points, but I really think it's going to be a different Mainland team coming out at the second half here.
So some of the stats here are from the first half. The Hermits here have 10 first down compared to the Mainland 7. The Hermits here have ran the ball 19 times, including Turney, Cody, Ty McClear, and Storr, while Mainland has 11 carries for 44 yards. So, as you see here, as we just talking about, the Hermits D line has been fantastic. The Hermits here passed 4 times. Have 4 completions. 4 completions out of 7 attempts for 78 yards and 1 pick, while Mainland has 3 completions from 10 attempts and 59 yards and 1 pick. So far, there has been no sacks on each side of the ball. But the Hermits do have a forced fumble. It was by DeMar Simeon after he blew up a play. And as Jason, you were saying a lot, these penalties, Mainland has 5 penalties and a total of 40 yards. That's not looking the best. But the thing is, the Hermits also up there, 3 penalties for 40 yards. So far, all these penalty yards need to die down by both teams. But overall, it's been a great half of football. And excited to see what's more out there in the second half. We'll be right back. Score 14-3 Hermits.
Chase.
And we are back here to start the second half of play. Here Richland, the Hermits will kick off here.
Looking to set the tone here on defense as the Hermits will kick off. A little bit of rain over the halftime as we come here.
And here's Tanzola up and away.
Booming.
It's
kick.
a deep one, and it's caught by, Jake Blum will let it bounce out into the end zone for a touchback.
Danzola's kick rolls through the end zone for a touchback. Mainland will take over first down and 10. Their own 20-yard line. Okay, we have a final. We have a final. Who scored the goal now is the question.
Here comes Mainland with John Franchini out here.
Let's hope that this Hermits defense can remain dominant after only letting up 3 points in that first half.
Man in motion. His toss play. And he is tackled in the backfield by number 11, Nick Costa.
That's a way to start the second half for this Hermits defense.
And now Hermit's defense set the tone on how they're going to play. They're going to continue to play good. Now he's going to see what Mainland decides to do.
Tackle by number 11, Nick Costa. Loss of 6, second down and 6.
A loss of 6 there to make it 7. It's second down and 16. Bikini back throws.
Wow.
It is incomplete. Intended for number 84, DJ Lewis.
Couldn't be a better start for the St. Augustine defense here in the second half, as with the tackle for a loss on the first play and bringing the pressure again forces a bad throw as it's third and a long.
Looks like it's a third and 16 here.
Wondering what they draw up here.
Franchini throwing deep. It is caught on the outside. Looks like it was Jake Blum.
Franchini's pass complete to number 8, Jake Blum. Forced out by number 12, Julian Onesti. Gain of 17.
Tough break there for that Hermits defense on a long third and 16, setting up that 17-yard game.
Yeah, on a third and 16 like that, you really don't want to allow a first down.
Deep drop.
Franchini back to throw. Looking under pressure.
Flag thrown on the backfield.
He will throw it away. I have to say, that was a great catch by the coach on the sideline.
Looks like it's going to be another Mainland hold. And that's what's really hurt them, as we talked about. That's one of the keys we talked about at halftime, as another hold and another 10-yard loss, it looks like, for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they don't really want to see those penalties. I assume that at halftime they talked about the penalties, so they really want to try to limit these here, and they haven't done a good job so far. But I think that they'll probably rebound.
First down and 20.
Here's first 20 at their own 21-yard line.
Sucks that they couldn't have that penalty last play on that big gain.
Here's a toss play to the outside. It looks like gain of about 6 right there.
Chase Hogue on the carry, tackle by number 88.
There's Chase Hogue again.
I like the play call there. Get a few yards because it's 1st and 20. You still have a few more downs. I think it was a good idea, good concept by Mainland.
Let's see if St. Augustine can, get a stop. You don't want to let up those big 3rd down completions. That's what did hurt them a little bit last week against Winslow.
Different in the back. It looks like there is a there is encroachment on the Hermits here.
Turning the tables there. That was something that we saw Mainland do a lot in the first half, and now the Prep just got the call there.
Encroachment is not a call you see a lot in the NFL, but we've seen it a lot here today. Packed house here still in the second half for this St. Augustine crowd, even in this rain.
Yeah, the fans are committed.
Deflection fake throws. It is called by Kennedy for a huge 1st down here.
These medium pass plays for 15 or 20 yards is what's hurt the Hermits a lot this drive, as they're running sort of an off-zone press, which is where you really don't cover the middle of the field, and you're depending on those routes to be broken outside instead of inside, and it's kind of bit them here.
Here's 1st and 10 at midfield. Continue to throw, rolling out, throws quick. Incomplete, intended for number 33. Lucas DiBiaso.
falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
A lot of pass plays this drive from Mainland. Maybe switch it up with a run here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 from midfield with 8:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Man in motion, Kennedy. Kennedy with jet sweep, and he gets stopped in the backfield.
Great play by the defense.
It shows you why they're trying to throw the ball. I mean, this St. Augustine run defense has been there all day. It's been present all day. The motion man hasn't really been a factor. They've really picked it up well, picked it up early, and as we saw there, gets the tackle for a loss, and another big 3rd down here from Mainland. And St. Augustine needs to stop after letting up 2 big plays.
Pitching it back to throw, looking. It is picked off by the Hermits. Bringing it out. Tackled, goes out of bounds at around the 46-yard line, but there is 2 flags down. By Jackson Foley. I think every home game this year, Foley has a pick.
Love to see it, but also wondering what the flag is here. Looking like it may be against Mainland. These rowdies are rowdy right now.
Is holding on the Hermits after the pick. So the pick still stands by Foley. And the Hermits had the ball at the 41-yard line. They're on the 41-yard line.
See if they could capitalize off this turnover here. 3 turnovers already for Mainland. That's a big factor.
Here's Turney with the carry. Turney finding a hole, stiff arming a man. Turney with more room, he will go out of bounds.
Big first play for the Hermits coming out of the half. That's what a turnover do for you guys. It gets the momentum. It's a big momentum factor, you know, and it's going to result, it's going to hurt Mainland. And as St. Augustine, you have to capitalize off these opportunities.
Yeah, and they got all the yards back from the holding on the interception, too.
At the Mainland 43-yard line.
One thing this year for St. Augustine is the one fall on offense is where Ryan Stewart hasn't had a lot of time to drop back and read his receivers' routes. So he's got to resort to that quick play and that quick pass.
Here's Turney with the carry again. Turney breaking tackles, breaking more, finding room. And he is down inside the 21-yard line.
Wow, look at that carry by the impressive senior running over it. Almost seemed like the whole Mainland defense.
Like I was saying earlier, Turney will fight for every one of those yards. That's why the school here has always been a run-first team. They've had running backs come through like Turney, like Kanye Udo, who run the ball hard every single play, no matter what the scenario is. Here's Turney, excuse me, there's Coney, but there is a flag down.
Yeah, off what you just said. Julian Turney coming in to the season 2 season ago had Big Shoes Seville and Kanye, who is a tremendous running back at St. Augustine, right? He's done filled those shoes. He has filled those shoes, and next year it's going to be Roman Coney up. And so far it would seem that he's looking that he would be able to fill those shoes as well, as this St. Augustine running room has been dominant for the past 5 to around 10 years even. It'll be the sophomore in the backfield.
Here's 1st and 15. Here's Coney with the carry. Bounty outside. All he sees is daylight ahead of him, and he is in for the touchdown. 26-yard touchdown carry by Roman Coney. Makes the score 20-3.
That's what Roman Coney will do. He is the speed back in that offense, and he found the hole, he capitalized, and ran it home for the touchdown. As that's what we were talking about earlier, coming off that turnover, he have momentum, and they capitalized.
Yeah, and Coney's really proving himself to be a player that the team can trust for the next few years.
Here's Tanzola out to kick. Kick is up, and it is good. Makes the score 21-3 with 6:25 left in the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your support for breast cancer. Wear this one coming up in October. Have a
As we're talking about that run, it's like it seems I forgot to add one halfback to the list, and that's Cody right there.
Yep. Mainland, I mean, I would assume they talked about, alongside the penalties and all the stuff that was not going their way in the first half, they talked about, defending the run. But you can only do so much when you have the game plan against a running back room like this and 3 star-studded running backs. And as you saw there, you had Roman Coney on the touchdown. You had Julian Turney on that big rush down the left side of the field. And let's just say that we are thankful to have these 3 in the backfield.
Here's Tanzola out to kickoff. And it is up and away.
Shorter kick for Tanzola from this game.
Bringing it out, gets past 30 to around the 33 at 34-yard line.
Solid starting field position for Mainland here.
Yeah, Mainland really needs to capitalize on this drive here. It's a critical point in the game, down 21-3.
Mainland looking to do things a little bit different through the interception on the last drive. But you can only do so much against this defense. So interested to see what they're going to do here, whether it's the run, whether it's the the option play or the motion man, or they're going to throw the ball again. Give their star quarterback a chance. Again, 2 interceptions on the day.
Rally's getting rowdy again.
Pass there, incomplete, intended for number 33.
Franchini's pass, intended for number 33,
Lucas DiBiase.
Second down and 10.
They're gonna. I mean, if they have the momentum in this defense, they're gonna play. They're gonna play with flair. They're gonna play with style, and they're gonna hit hard. And that's what they did this there. And I would expect to continue that this drive. I would expect to play with a chip on your shoulder.
You really need to play with a chip on your shoulder. It might give you momentum for most people because you're down by this much.
So here's 2nd and 10.
Here's this T formation almost again from Mainland.
Shotgun here. Franchini throw, breaking a sack, but he gets caught by the sack.
Broke 1 sack, got hit by another.
John Franchini is sacked by number 11, Nick Costa.
He was sacked by number 11, Nick Costa. He's been getting in the backfield every single play. Looks like here to put there's a little bit of pressure on.
Okay, Julian Turney misses his tackle at first, but then the star defensive end Nick Costa comes in and finishes it off.
Here's 3rd and 18. Franchini back throw, looking deep for Blum. And it is nearly picked
another
off.
almost interception there.
Nearly picked off by Julian Onesti. Here's 4th and 18.
Another great defensive drive there by St. Augustine. As
here's number 2. And they cash you to punt. Punt's up. It's a low but long one. Come on, time to clear at around 37. Time to
big
clear. Finds the hole.
block.
There
Wow.
are 2 flags down.
That might be a holding.
I don't know about that. It may have been a little bit of a blindside block, but sometimes you got to let these plays go. They've been really tense with the whistle. They've been really trying to call a lot of penalties tonight, I feel like. But solid return, but it will be taken it back about 15 yards, I would assume.
Yeah, this reminds me of the Cowboys game last night on Thursday Night Football. There was a lot of penalties, and this game is pretty much the same with all the penalty flags.
Unfortunate, but it at the end of the day, it will happen.
Looks like it was a blindside block on number 33, Rocco Ballesteri.
That's a 15-yard
Is a
penalty.
15-yard penalty.
St. Augustine will start 1st down and 10.
Brought back all the way to the 26-yard line. Unfortunate there.
But with how great the prep running has been, I think they could easily get the yards back from that penalty.
The thing is that the Hermits here, all they need to slow down clock management.
Yeah, I mean you're up 2 scores here at least. Up. You're just looking to play the time, and you have the opportunity to do that with the running backs in that backfield. So drain time, drain as much time as you can going into the 4th quarter here.
You're starting with the carry. It gets a gain of about 8 right there. It's like turning this game has passed 100 yards
Second down and 2.
and with a touchdown. So it's still great to say Turney has been playing fantastic today.
This crowd's starting to sound like college football video game a little bit.
Yeah, they're just draining the clock here, taking as much time as they can as we are about to pass the 4-minute mark.
Turney fumbles, picks it up, and still keeps going with the run. It looks like he will get the first down there.
Little basketball action there by Julian Turney.
Yeah, Coach Radio might need to recruit him for this season.
Tackle made by number 75, Tatum McBall. Gain of 3, good enough for a St. Augustine first down. First down and 10 for the Hermits.
Got the first, looking to drain as much time as he can. Maybe a little boring for the fans in attendance, but got to get the win here, and you'll do whatever it takes.
Here's first and 10 at the 36-yard line with 3:18 left in the third quarter. Here's storing the gun.
Looking for the isolation on the outside of Liam Flynn. Doubt they throw it, though.
Here's Turney with the carry again. Turney making men miss. Turney.
Almost broke free there, Julian Turney. So looks like he'll pick up another first down.
That's perfect there if they can only keep clicking the clock to keep ticking down there.
Gain of 11. Good enough for a St. Augustine first down. First down and 10 for the Hermits. Their own 47-yard line.
About 2:40 left in this third quarter.
Here's first and 10 at the 47-yard line. Store in the back throw. Store looking. And Store will get sacked. It's like by number 60. Ethan Schock.
Is sacked by number 60, Ethan Schock. Loss of 6 on the play. Second down and 16.
2 minutes here, lots in the third. Preps up 21-3, letting the clock tick.
So here's second and 16. Looks like there's a timeout called by Coach P here. It looks like the Hermits there didn't like what they saw right there.
8 wins, no draws, no losses. With a 1-0 victory over Ocean City earlier today. Alex Clark scoring the only goal. Hermits return home
It looks
on Thursday, the 3rd of October. The 3:45 start right here at Rosa Field.
It looks like the Hermits are talking over right now.
Hermits host the Blue Devils of Hamilton.
Also about the Hermits soccer team getting a win today, going to 8-0.
Perfect on the year, this club. Beat a great Salesianum team at Salesianum down in Delaware. Big statement win for the soccer.
For St. Augustine at their own 41-yard line.
Here's second and 16 with a minute 19 left in the third quarter.
Looking to drain time here. Second and 16, looking to get under that 10-yard mark to get the first down. Probably want to run it, if you could, to the fourth quarter. If not, try and get that first.
Here's Coney in motion. Here's Time Clear with the handoff, though. Time Clear looks like getting back to the original first down marker, maybe more.
Solid rush there by the junior back.
We'll probably get about one more play left in the end of this third quarter.
It's going to be a third and would appear 10. 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Here's 3rd and 9 with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Store in the backfield. Timer clear next to him. Looks like Leland D'Amico on the near side. 2 wide receivers on the far side.
Another timeout. These timeouts have been called early in the half. Last half was 2 timeouts in the first quarter. Now we see 2 timeouts here in the third quarter with just a little under 20 seconds left to go.
Yeah, you really hope the Prep doesn't need those timeouts later in the game.
Here come the Harmons back out.
What do you think they do here? 3rd and 9. Maybe would you run it out towards the end of the quarter, or are you going to try and get this first down and continue running out this clock?
If I was the Hermits here, I'll just run the ball, see what happens. You have 3 great running backs. Like time clears in the backfield right now. The run game's been working here. I'll just keep going.
2 receivers to the right side, so not a normal set, I would say, for the Hermits, but
yeah, pass.
Time clear in motion. Quick throw, time to clear. Getting tripped up. Looks like might be a flag down.
Looks like a flag. Maybe
Time to clear on the carry.
a hold?
There is a penalty flag on the play.
$11 seconds on the clock at the time of the flag.
You're going to be holding on the
This
offense.
is holding against St. Augustine, which is declined. Loss of 1 on the play. 4th down and 10.
So here comes Pete Burns out here to punt. His first punt of the day today.
Looks like before Burns got up that punt, this quarter is going to end.
That is the end of the third quarter.
Excuse me, his second drive, his second punt today. But it looks like we'll have to wait till the fourth quarter to see it. To score here, your Hermits 21, the Mustangs 3. We'll be right back after this quick break. You're right. I forgot about the first drive. And we are back here to start the fourth quarter with a Hermits punt here by Peter Burns.
From their own 47-yard line as we start the fourth quarter.
It'll be Jake Blum on the return. Low snap.
Good punt, though. Blum calls a fair catch at around, I'll say the 18-yard line.
Jake Blum makes the fair catch of the Peter Burns punt. At the Mainland 18-yard line, where the Mustangs will take over first down and 10. So yeah, just get play direction.
So here's 1st and 10. Looks like direct snap, and he will be tackled in the backfield.
At this point in the game for Mainland, just, throw the kitchen sink at him. Do whatever you can. Try to get points on the board. You don't got a lot of time left to formulate these long drives where you can incorporate the run. So expect the unexpected, I guess you would say here.
There's a carry there by Ian Reed, his first of the day.
It's key that the prep gets a stop here early in the 4th, so the clock can keep ticking and they can try to secure the win.
Here for Keeney, back throw.
Ooh.
And nearly picked off.
Flag in the backfield.
Nearly caught and nearly picked off there by Bonchak or Reed.
Intended for Ian Reed falls incomplete. Penalty flag on the play. Holding against Mainland, which is declined.
Is holding against Mainland, but the Harmons declined the penalty to make it 3rd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Be a great 3rd down stop here, and then maybe only 1 or 2 more drives for St. Augustine to run this clock out.
Nice fake by Franchini, throwing deep. And
Picked
it
off.
is picked off by Jackson Foley. The 3rd Harmons pick of the day. 2 for Foley.
Franchini's pass is intercepted by
They've been
Excuse
really
me,
good
Julian
getting picks.
Onesti.
That is the story of the game. Turnovers here for the Mainland Mustangs, as that's their 4th turnover, 3rd interception. And let's just say the Hermits came to this game prepared for the pass and couldn't ask for much else.
That's exactly what you need. I assume they're probably going to run the clock out again.
Storing the gun here.
Here's Turney with the carry. Stiff arm 1, finding room, and there goes Turney. Getting tackled at around the 29-yard line.
Julian Turney on the carry.
Looks like
Tackled by number 12, Khalid
Turney
Foster.
is down right now, so we'll be right back after this commercial break for the injury timeout. And we are right back after that injury timeout. I think it's safe to say that is the last time we'll see Julian Turney tonight.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in risking probably your best player injury, because you have a tough schedule the rest of the year, and you're really going to need him against a talented Millville team. So
Yeah, Millville's a key game that you're going to need Turney to show up big in.
Here's Coney with the run. Coney bouncing the outside. He will get tackled, though, for loss of 1, looks like.
Still lets the clock tick, though. He's tackled and bounced, so that's good for the Hermits.
Roman Coney on the carry.
Here's storing the gun. Coney again with the carry. Breaking tackles. Looks like he will go out of bounds. Close to the first down marker.
Looks like Julian Turney laying down on the sideline here next to the medical table. Looks like to be in some pain with the leg.
Gain of 5. 3rd down and 6.
Third and 6. Probably another run, maybe a different style of run. Maybe it's a jet sweep, maybe it's a pitch to the outside. Would be crucial to get the first here to keep that clock moving.
So here's 3rd and 6 here. Good to see Turney back on his feet, though. Storing back to throw. Rolling out right, looking, throws.
Oh, wow, that was a good throw there by Ryan Storr.
Liam Flynn looks like he wished he had that one back right there.
Storrs pass. Intended for number 6, Liam Flynn, falls incomplete. 4th down and 6.
So here's 4th and 6. We saw in warm-ups today, we saw Tanzola make a lot of long kicks today. Joey, do you think they're going to send him out here today, right now?
I would. It looks like Ryan Storr's coming back on the field. I mean, I would trust in Tanzola as he's knocked. I think I saw in warm-ups it was 6 straight from 45. So, but they're going to keep the offense on the field here in 4th and 6. Maybe a hard count. The defense tried to jump, but.
Yeah, the defense has jumped a lot today, so that might be the move.
Here's Thornton back throw. Collection fake. Throws deep for the end zone. And it is incomplete.
A lot of contact.
A lot of contact there. It looked like a pass interference. I mean, considering the pass interference that were called today, surprised that was not called. As the Mainland offense will try to get something going here with 9:23 left. And
First down and 10 for Mainland at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line for Mainland.
Turney is standing up. Appears to be a little still shaken up still, but better than previously.
Here's a carry by Mainland. Looks like it was number 25. Reed again.
Mainland's got to start moving here. You're down 18 points and you only got 9 minutes to score. And running the ball, I mean, obviously running the ball for a first down is going to help. But if you're going to run the ball, you got to make sure you're getting these first downs or getting out of bounds.
So here's 2nd and 1. Man in motion. It looks like there is a flag down. Looks like the ref is signaling false start.
Another penalty that Mainland doesn't want to see.
That is a very, very tough penalty. Have only 2nd and 1, and you jump, and that's going to make it 2nd and 6, which is a crucial difference here as the clock will continue to run. Just under the 8.5-minute mark. St. Augustine looks like they're in command of this game.
Man in motion. Franchini back throw. Looking. Throwing deep. And it is
It's
picked
another
up by the
interception.
Hermits.
Wow, 4 interceptions today. That is something else. Four interceptions.
Looks like it was picked off by for Christian Dunoff.
Season high interceptions for Franchini.
St. Augustine takes over.
The defense is really proving themselves today.
49-yard line.
Very athletic interception there by the sophomore defensive back in Christian Dunoff. As Enrico said at the beginning of this game, for our keys of the game, this defense was going to have to start. And as the offense did start off slow in that first drive, the defense certainly did not, as they've had 5 turnovers here in this ball game. And let's just say it's made a huge difference.
Here's a toss play to Coney.
This is what you got to do. Get those 5-6 yard games, keep the chains moving, run out the time, and end this football game and get us home on this Friday night.
Roman Tony on the carry.
And yeah, to prep scores here, they can make it 28-3. A very interesting score as seen in the Super Bowl, Patriots-Falcons.
Gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Here's Stewart under center. Here's time to pitch play again. It looks like he will get the first down there.
Ty McClear on the carry, tackled by number 75, Tatum McFall. Gain of 5. Good enough for St. Augustine first down. First down and 10 for the Hermits. At the Mainland 37-yard line.
First down, looking to run out this clock here. That's his bunch formation in the backfield.
There's another run by Ty McClear, and it looks like he gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. These Hermits are killing this clock right here
Oh,
with 5:50 left in the fourth quarter.
Loss of 3 on the play. Second down and 13.
Here's throwing a shotgun. Here to Coney, breaking 2 tackles in the backfield. And he will get back to the original line of scrimmage. So I'm bringing a third down.
Roman Tony on the carry. Tackle number 35, Brady Callan.
just about to approach the 5-minute mark left in this ball game as they've really successfully drained this clock. Julian Turney standing with his fellow Hermits on the sideline, looks to be up and well as we approach the 3rd and 10.
Here's Dorn, play action fake, throws incomplete. Intended for Liam Flynn.
I don't like that play call there. I would just love to keep the clock rolling. You know, you're up 18. There's 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. Just keep that clock rolling. You punt with under 3,
Fourth down and 10.
3.5.
So here's Pete Burns out to punt. High snap. Punts up it, the long one. And it will bounce out in the end zone.
Peter Burns
Looks like Jake Blum
sails through the end zone for a
made the
touchback.
Hermit's defenders think he was going to fair catch it, but the ball was way behind him and went back out of the end zone.
4:09 left in this game. As we said, this St. Augustine defense has been evident, has been the main factor.
Yeah, that's the mark.
So here's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. It's a carry. He gets tackled in the backfield.
Now under 4 minutes left.
Ian Reed on the carry.
Appears to be a couple different faces on this Mainland offense this drive.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game with the current score, you might as well change it up, put some new faces in it, and see if they can change up their game a little bit.
Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 here for the toss play to outside by Reed. Looks like he will get tackled in the backfield.
Reed again on the carry. Tackle number
I'm
10,
expecting
Varsity.
probably a pass here from Mainland, unless they just want to rush it out and waste more time and just let this game tick it to the end.
Lost 2 on the play. 3rd down and 11.
Here's 3rd and 11 with 2:43 left. Here's a handoff off the middle. He will get tackled after getting about 4 there.
It's like Mainland is throwing in the towel. 3 straight runs there in the 4th quarter, down 18, as they'll punt it away. And St. Augustine is going to come home with this victory, improve to 4-1 on the year. A big win at home.
Much needed bounce back win after their loss last week, and the prep now looks to continue to move forward for the rest of the season.
So
The
here's Nate
realities are
Casey to
happening.
punt. A short, long one picked up by Tyler Clear off the bounce. Making 2 guys missing. Gets it around to the 47-yard line.
Returns to Nate Cashy punt.
Looks like they're most likely just going to kneel it out here and take this one home.
St. Augustine 47-yard line. The Hermits will take over 1st down and 10. On Twitter, yeah. Right.
It's like there's a timeout called by the Hermits here.
Last of the half.
The last one here of the half.
I wonder what that was for.
I'd rather have the 67. How is he? Hopefully it was just a prank. Yeah. 17 for 136. 9 for 15.
Looks like we have a quarterback change. Looks like Sean Deary's in.
First down and 10.
Looks like they're not going to kneel it out. Give the backup a shot, show a little something here.
A lot of whistles.
Looks like a timeout again.
Timeout Mainland, their first of the half.
Let's get this game over with here.
Yeah, it's extending the game for no reason at this point.
Just under a minute 40 here off at 2 timeouts. St. Augustine will line up to get this game over.
Here's the carry. It's like it's no gain right there.
Mike Sevilla on the carry.
That's Mike Sibilia there.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
And this clock here is ticking down. Deary heads off after a draw there. Like another carry there by Mike Sibilia.
Again on the carry. Gain of 4.
Was a 4-yard gain there with this clock ticking down. Just about 30 seconds left.
Maybe
Probably
more
the
later.
last snap of this game, as it was a dominant 21-3 victory here for St. Augustine.
Great game for St. Augustine. Great game to bounce back, really.
Deary again with the handoff.
And that's the game.
And looks like that is it for the game here in Richland. Your score, your Hermits 21, the Mainland Mustangs 3. We will be right back for the Hermits post-game show here in Richland.
That is the end of the game. The score, the Hermits of St. Augustine Prep.
And we are back here in Richland for a post-game show, and your Hermits player of the game is Damari Simeon with a lot of TFLs and a forced fumble. He was all around the field today. He did a great job.
Yeah, the whole defense. I mean, you obviously got to give a shout out to the whole defense, the whole defensive line. They caused 4 interceptions today, 1 forced fumble, 5 turnovers, season high for the defense. Obviously, the running back and Julian Turney had a great day. So many different guys you could have gave it to, but Damari Simon, we felt, deserved it the most today.
Yeah, I mean, he had some really good plays that really impacted the defense and impacted how the team played for the rest of the game. The whole, like he said, the whole defense as a whole was really good today, and we think that we gave the player to the game to the right person, and great game here today.
The Hermits offense today started out slow. The thing is, they got right back going, and that also started with the defense getting momentum. Hermits defense today had 4 picks, all by 4 different players. They did incredible today, I would say. And it all started with that game gaining a momentum, and they put on a show night for middle school night.
Yeah, I mean, what you want to do after you come off a tough loss. I mean, they got shut down in the second half last week. They really couldn't get the ball, to the place they wanted to get. They did tonight. And when your defense plays well and gives you that momentum, it gives you the ball in great field position, you always need to capitalize off that. And I really do think that's what, Ryan Storr and Nick Koss were preaching, is how after that game, they got to realize what they're capable of, but also got to realize that they can't try and do too much, and I think they did that tonight.
Yeah, it was a great game, and don't forget to sign up for the open house if you're interested in coming to the St. Augustine Prep.
It looks like the Hards are back on track, improving the 4-1 after a 21-3 victory last time night on Ringbauer Jr. alongside
Joey Brennan
And Jason Sims.
Good night. Go Hermits.